Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. The my internet went off, and I cannot see live chats now. Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you so much for the super chats. I'm unfortunately I cannot see the names or I cannot see the messages now that you send me, guys, because it's a second live stream. I started the second live stream, so please forgive me for this. Um, that I cannot see the messages and all the comments you wrote and all the super chats. Guys, thank you so much for being so appreciative. I'm gonna write in the comments thank you to everybody for the super chats. I appreciate that. It's just when I talk, I'm focusing on I'm really focusing on the thought. Could you please write some more comments or live chats here in a new stream? Because I'm live again. Yes, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Casey, thank you for thank you for the super chat too. And uh, once again, guys, please write your message or your comment here. And I am back. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. So, and I think everybody else is looking at that other stream, which is kind of stuck. So, guys, you can use the chance. You can take advantage of this and write comments and questions because I'll be able to see them. And meanwhile, I'm going to go with the topic about Ukrainian wife in the US. So, guys, honestly, I don't see that big of a deal. Most Ukrainian women, um, if they have any talent, they're going to thrive in US because, uh, we see a lot more possibility here often than the local people do, because we see the more support. We see the ways, how much supportive husbands are very often. We see examples of other women. Tanya, привет. So if she has any talents and she has minimum support, I mean, it's good if she can have maximum support, but if she has any talent, she will develop it. She will go for more. She will encourage you go for more. And I see that about 80%, to my personal statistic, so about 80% of Ukrainian women, Russian women, Slavic culture women, they actually develop, they change in US, but they change for better. They learn about business, they learn about money, they learn about savings, they create opportunities, um, they can suggest you an opportunity um, to go for, and things to, like, they can see as a wife your strong features and your strong points, and they can suggest you your best bets in a career and so on and so forth. um so guys, can you hear me and so on and so forth? My brain is today, I'm still getting over this bug. I can see that there's only three people in the room. I think everybody else, like I had 30 people, I think everybody else is trying to look for that other life. If some of you guys, could you be so kind and write a comment under my lives that had stopped that there is a new life? If you could, that would be awesome. All right, but we're gonna keep going, guys. Uh, I am glad you are here, and hopefully internet will stay. So I really think basically that, sorry guys, man, it's just crazy. Um, so I really think that if Ukrainian women change in US, they are changing for better. I really do believe that. Hey John, I really do believe that Ukrainian women in US are changing for better, and they learn how to deal with things. They learn how to they learn to see opportunities. They learn how to support you, and they start growing. They start growing and they develop their other talents and their imagination expanding. Their horizons are expanding because they see more opportunity. So meanwhile, do I have anybody in the room, guys? Do I have anybody in the room? My live show seem to be a little bit interrupted. Hey Bernard, Mark here, Tanya here. Okay, awesome guys. So if anytime again you have a thing where hey John Vitir, so when I disappear, then just you need to go one again to my channel and I start the live again. Sometimes the connection breaks and this what happens. I feel really bad because there were so many great comments in the previous chat, and I could not say thank you for the super chats, and I appreciate your support, guys. I really do, all of you. So, how can you be more supportive? Honestly, it's really not that hard. Sometimes it's just to sit down, and when she had a bad day, when you know she's missing her family, it just sit down and talk to her. The one thing that hugely missing in a country, in a culture, is to really sit down and talking. And Tanya is here. Tanya is from Ukraine. I want to ask you if you agree. We are not connecting um, near the TV. Like I'm not connecting near the TV with somebody. Um, I want to look in your eyes. If you're my special person, you're my friend, you're my lover. I want to look in your eyes. I want to talk to you. I want to connect with you. I want you to feel um, what's going on. And men, this is one mistake that men always do. They always try to fix things. But sometimes we just need to talk for the sake of it. And I think it's great when you're trying to fix things, but when your lady just wants to talk to you, sometimes we just that's the way we're connecting, that's the way we let go. Um, you don't always have to fix stuff. Sometimes we just want you to know how we feel. And we are not connecting on the go. We are not connecting when you are on the phone texting somebody else and talking to us. We are connecting when you look into our eyes. So this is one of the most important things, guys. I just want you to know. um just 1 second. Oh, people trying to find me because of the live stream, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so let me see the comments. I agree. Never got to say I love you. The I say it all. Well, yeah, you can still say it when the time is good and when you mean it. Okay, now my life is everything, guys. Today is like yeah, yeah. Tanya is saying how sometimes we just want you to hold us in your arms and tell us that you care. My video is not working. Damn, that's not fun. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Okay, who can hear and see me? And even if you can at least hear me, that's not so bad. You know how I look like? I don't know what's going on with internet today. Video is fine. Okay, guys. All right. So, let me see. Mark was asking what changes were difficult for you in the US. Boy, oh boy. You know, I was pretty John. That's my John. John can see me in here. Okay, guys, you gotta see me and hear me. Got it? So yes, connection is a little bumpy. Next time I will restart my my computer. All right. So what changes were hard for me? You know, the hardest change, Mark, was not to see to feel the atmosphere like I feel in my city. Because when I came, we had um I wasn't looking. I'm surprisingly not one of these women that um I wasn't immediately looking for my to have Russian and Ukrainian friends. I was really connected to my husband back then, and so you know we were very connected. I didn't look I was into our relationship. I was into building a family. I didn't look like, oh my gosh, just give me five girlfriends. Like I was, you know, when you have long distance, one thing you dream about day and night is to finally be together. Things that most people take for granted, when you are in long distance, you just dream to be in the arms of the person that you love. So when I came here, for me, it was not hard not to have Ukrainian friends right away. And in fact, my husband back then took me to Ukrainian church, and I didn't even scare so much. I wanted to. I don't know why. I don't know why. And but guys, I'm weird. Seriously. Uh, I'm not a good example because most Ukrainian women want to find friends right away. My advantage was that I speak fluent English. Yeah, it might have not been, I didn't know all the slang I picked up within the last 10 years, but my English was pretty fluent, so I didn't have a language barrier. And for me, that's super important. If I'm in a relationship, I cannot have language barrier. I need to be able to express the tiniest details of things. So for some of you who has that, um, you really need to trust yourself how you feel about it. So how you feel about it. So what was hard? You know, hard was the environment. Um, Hard was the environment that people are so um I didn't feel like aliveness. I don't know, Tanya, if you can relate to this. I didn't feel aliveness. Like I was looking for sorry guys, I'm getting uncomfortable. I um Tanya is saying learning to drive. Uh yeah, I know it could be hard to learn to drive. For me it wasn't. Because I always want to drive. I was dreaming to have a car when I was in Ukraine. But boy, oh boy, when you're driving in my city, like literally, that's like American, the roller coasters, man. It's one hell of a ride. So I took a month of driving in Kiev, um, and that helped me a lot. And it's a lot harder to drive there, guys. I'm just telling you, it's not easy to to drive. I remember we would go in the morning, and my instructor and I, and by the time I get home, like my back was totally wet, like my short like blouse, because I would be like, you know, it's like roller coaster. Nobody follows the rules. No such a thing. People pop out from all kinds of places, and some streets are very small. Downtown has a big traffic. Nobody cares. People here follow rules like kindergartners. You know, it's like, damn, it's easy. But that experience gave me toughness, and good developed my reaction. So I'm very glad I took that months of extreme driving. I call it months of extreme driving in Ukraine. That was great because, as I promised you, I'll be sharing more about my story. Uh, I was learning fast. Driving, uh, but guys, it really depends. For some Ukrainian women, it's going to be very difficult. So probably you need to hire an instructor. I've heard an advice that your husband should not be your teacher, like your driver instructor, because you're going to get into fights. I don't know, because for me, my brother-in-law was awesome. He helped me out. Uh, that was a great experience. Driving was not an issue at all. But Tanya said that was hard. I have another friend that almost got a divorce because her husband was trying to teach her to drive. So hire an instructor instead. Tanya is saying learn how to spell names. Yeah, names are very difficult. Yeah, for me, guys, let's see. Learning to spell American names and my own name. Yeah, like when you tell your name and people like, what? What did you just say? But guys, for me, probably was the most difficult thing that it was not the atmosphere, something that I can touch, I can smell, but I wanted to be in my environment. I want to have people like I have, like, I can't explain it. Maybe more natural. I was uncomfortable that everybody is smiling. Like, it sounds crazy now, but I was like, everybody is smiling, but nobody is your friend. That's what was confusing for me. Like, everybody's like, hi, how are you? But nobody is your friend. They don't care about you. In my country, it's the other way around. Everybody is grumpy, like this. What? Что? But once, but once you break the ice, in Russia, Ukraine, once you break the ice, if you're hungry, if you need to eat, if you need to drink, um, if you need a friend, like if you need a place to sleep, like people really friend you after you break the ice. After you break the ice, uh, like people just, I mean, we really know how to be friend. I also hate when people call me honey, Tanya. I mean, not that I hate it, but anyways, guys, that's as a major difference. Like, I felt I also felt that, oh, I know things that I hated here the most. Tea. Oh my God. Like tea. Like, I love making tea. I don't know, Tanya, are you making real tea from leaves? I make real tea from leaves. It's like I can make many different kinds. I put my heart to it. Like, when I drink my tea, I meditate. I'm connected with the universe. I'm happy. I cannot drink the bag tea. I mean, it's like, and then when you go to a restaurant and you order a tea, oh my God, what a bad idea that is. Like, that iced tea thing is like, I don't even want to comment on this. But if you try to order it, you're going to be so disappointed. And guys, take it with a grain of salt, because you're not tea drinkers and you don't often know how good tea tastes like because you've never had it. So you can get it in international store, you can get it in a Russian store. It's good stuff, but you might not have taste for it. I do have taste for it, and um I've learned to go to the Russian store. And then coffee also, like when you're in a regular restaurant, like not a coffee place, the coffee is like, I don't know. The drinks. So like when I go out, guys, I'm criticizing today uh the tea industry. But I hope you take it with some humor, okay? Cuz I have great tea right now in my house, can be done in minutes. And so the things I miss the most, it's probably tea and a conversation. We drinking tea. Do you guys know what means to drink tea in Russia and Ukraine? If I tell you, if I tell you that I want to drink tea with you, it means that I want to just we having a ritual, a ceremony, like Tanya just said. You know, we're gonna drink the tea, we're gonna talk about things, we're gonna really connect, and that's having real conversations. You know, it's like when you laugh and cry and you just pour it out. Here, people go to consultants, to therapists. By the way, I'm not a therapist, and consultants. You should see my mug collection, Tanya. Oh my gosh, you gotta show us some. I actually have some of our. Um, I'm glad you have a mug collection, Tanya. That's awesome. I have cups and saucers collection. Boy, oh boy, I love beautiful cups. But Mark, about your question, Tanya, I'm just being like a little girl. Um, Mark, to answer your question, the hard time also was for me when things start to not work out between me and my husband. That was the real tough time because um, he was my whole world. Like, I didn't know he was my best friend and he was my whole world. So when things start to be difficult, and I realized that I just felt alone, and I was really scared, and but you know, in some ways it was the best time. It was the worst time and it was the best time, because this is when I discovered who I really am, and this is the time when I started to develop myself and grow myself and go completely different direction that I could have gone. So, you know, my best part, guys, was made in the dark. And I just make this confession or revelation today. My best part was made in the dark. My best part was made when I was lonely and crying all day. My best self was made when I had nobody to talk to because I was embarrassed to tell my friends the pain I'm going through. I didn't want them to feel sorry for me. I didn't want them to, I didn't want to make gossips about my husband and the things are not working out. Um, I desperately want things to work. But this is where my best part, um, that was, you know, this is where I grew as a person. This is where I became a better woman, a better mom, a better person. When I was hitting the floor, when I felt like all the doors are closed, that um, some of it, you know, maybe I don't know what percentage, but definitely I could have done things better. You know, I could have, uh, you know, and we'll talk about this later. So, yeah. Uh, so the challenge here was when I realized that um, it's it's a big world and it's just me against it, and that I'm losing my best friend, and that I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I have a degree in international relationships and I worked in tourism in Ukraine, and I know literature and history, which doesn't really count. So, what do I do? I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be a nurse. I don't want to be a doctor. What do I do? What do I do? That was the question. So, we'll come back to that, to a new life, guys. I'm just going to give you glimpses. Somebody asked me how I met him. We met in Ukraine. Um, he actually traveled to see another person. Um, he actually went to Ukraine to see another girl, and he met me. And basically, I told him, well, it's one out of two. So I'm I have no regrets because I have the most amazing son, and in my in his family there are no kids. His mom has, there are many children, but no grandchildren. So there is no regrets. And my son is a walking genius and walking encyclopedia, and he's absolutely awesome. So I will always be grateful to my husband for my son. Always, always, always. Yes, I totally stole him from another girl. That's how I roll, baby. I'm just being, I'm just kidding. But you have good taste, Casey, and he did too. So, guys, I'm glad you're having little chats in between. Hey, Phil. Hey, Paul. Hey, Mr. Muhammad. What up? Um, George is asking, was it your first time living alone? Um, let's see. I think everyone should learn how to live by themselves for 2 years. Even more difficult new country. George, it was not my first time living alone in my life, but it was first time living alone in a new country with a very small year-old child, like very young infant, and having a huge breakup, and like I felt that my heart is just like broken in two. So that was hard. So that was probably the toughest part. So you know what? I think that I did make the best of it. And really, guys, really, no, don't be sorry for it, because I think we're meant to go through certain experiences. And like I said before, great things made in the dark. Great things are made when all doors are closed. You have nobody to hold your hand. This is when you rise to the occasion. This is when you grow. And this is when you really learn what you made from. When there is nobody to baby you, this is when it happens. So, when I had fun, when I was dancing with my Ukrainian girlfriends on the tables, going partying, traveling, just like having free life. Yes, I had a lot of fun, but I didn't grow. I we grow and we evolve as people when we go through some real tough stuff. So I'm grateful to all the difficulties, and um, they are they help me to find way. So all right, let's see. You want to see a video with I want to see a video with you dancing on the tables. Damn, I have to say, that was awesome. It was a club in Ukraine called Shooters. Guys, somebody know Kiev? I don't know what it is because I have not been there last year. Uh, the not Hooters, Shooters in Ukraine. And it was one of my favorite clubs, except for Latin clubs, Caribbean club. Now it's like a big club. It used to be like a small private, kind of semi-private club. Boy, oh boy, I had fun. I love dancing, and it was so much fun. The real you comes out through adversity. Guys, I used to feel somewhat like a victim. Now, I mean, that sucked. I didn't like it. I didn't like that victim mask. And you can be a leader of your life if you do it right. Um, the real you comes out through adversity. You made it out perfectly. Well, I don't know. It shows you're strong mentally and physically. Don't. Well, you know what, KZ, what you're saying. Thank you so much. And the thing is, I don't really care if somebody tells me something, because I know, when you made a certain progress, when you made from A to B, if somebody tells you you are in A, you're like, okay, but you just like, whatever. And You know, when you make a progress, when you work on yourself, you don't have that desire to prove it to somebody. You know, you don't need to prove it to anybody. You just like, I did it, or I overcame this. Oh, I got up this morning and I didn't cry. You know, sometimes that's a win. Do you like? I've been to Egypt 5 or 6 times, by the way. Yeah, boy, oh boy, Egyptian men are pretty hot. I mean, they will chase you. They will chase you. They will show you all kinds of emotions, right, Mohammed? You hadn't seen me there. Could be a good thing. Yeah, you gotta approve yourself, and when you do new thing, um, you know it. We tend to ask for advice, we tend to ask for opinions, but the truth is, when you do what you're supposed to do, you know it. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for Egyptian trap, Tanya. I've been there 5 or 6 times. Boy, oh boy, gotta be careful. But yeah, guys. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm just looking at the what didn't break you makes you stronger. Exactly. So, guys, I'm sorry that I cannot see those comments that you originally posted because they left in that other chat. So, let's go back to the original topic with adversities. So, I really think that Ukrainian women are great at learning languages. They're very um, persistent, and they will go to school if they need to. They will learn it. They will work very hard to get better. Um, Language is never a problem. So I would say, the Simon, thank you so much. Can you speak on? Okay, let me see. I don't understand what's happening. Okay. Simon, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me see your question. Can you speak to socialization experience with regard to the American woman and they didn't change you? Just a minute. Hey, Muhammad, leave Tanya alone, okay? Okay, Simon have a very interesting question. He asks about, can you speak to the socialization you experience with regard to American women and they did not change you? No, they did not change me. Well, first of all, it really depends. I get along great with American women. And guys, let's make it fair. A lot of American women, you might have some relationship issues, the role issues, but some of them many of them are friendly, and it might not be the deep friendship like we friend in Ukraine, but still they can be very friendly. And what I like about American women, they can sometimes support you, even just for 5 minutes, but they will support you. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna say the bad stuff. I met a lot of wonderful women here. That's absolutely wonderful. But I live in Michigan. We have a lot of nice Midwestern women here. The women that are smokers, drinkers, not taking care of their kid, yelling, cursing, looking like crap. Can't find another word. I just don't make friends with them. You hear my voice today, it's because of the cold. I know a lot of women that talk similar to this, but a little bit different. Um, Come to Seattle. I've heard it's a beautiful place. Um, so the women that not taking care of themselves, I just don't hang around with them because I don't have respect for them. I don't have respect for women that give up on their life, that yell at their kids, they're not taking care of them, that tell mean things about men. These kind of women, you can kind of see them, and it's like it's visual. I mean, not always, but very often it's visual. So I just don't hang with them. Those women that are kind of man hating, and yeah, I mean, I had a terrible cold, but it's getting, I mean, not that any of the colds are good. Um, but I had met some women that were very feministic, and they were tried to make fun of my husband back in time. Um, I did not support that. I did not support. Tanya, who are your friends? If you're not connecting with American women, who are your friends? Um, so basically, I did not like it. I think it was absolutely awful when we went, we would go socialize. And what I noticed that the feministic women, they would sit and they would make fun of men. They would say most offensive things and laugh. And I'm not letting anybody laughing at at my man, because you're gonna get punched in your nose. So I do not like that. I did not like it. I did not support it, and did not make friends with those ladies at all. Um, and it's funny because they were all completely out of shape. They were not interesting to me, and I just didn't feel that connection with them. I was like, I would just drink vinegars and spend time with you. So I had not changed, Simon. I didn't find that approach. I didn't like women to be um, disrespectful to men, and their values were ridiculous, and they were kind of semi lesbians, and I don't believe in that shit for a minute. Okay, things are getting real here. I don't believe in that for a minute. We need a man. We need none of that stuff. So let me see. Hey, Phils, thank you so much. That is so generous of you, and I appreciate your super chat support. You are appreciated, dears. Thank you for being here for all of us on this journey. Oh, thank you, Phil. Phil and I, we talked before on social media a little bit, and I just, we just shared some things. But Phil, thank you so much. You're so generous. Oh my gosh. By the way, if you'd like, didn't hear from you for a while. If you'd like, um, join us and Phil and Simon and all the other guys. You, I mean, we can't invite everybody at once, but if you would like to join us at VIP call, it would be not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday in June, a Wednesday night, 7 p.m. We actually open for some guests. Whoever is on this call, guys, and of course those guys that are um, supporting me, feel free to join us as a guest. Share your story, and if you need some support from the guys, you're welcome, Simon. So yeah, I just want to tell you, there was no seduction for me to become a feminist. I'm not attracted to men who are weak, who are weak. I don't know how to say this. Um, hey Phil, have you seen your girl? Like, have you visited her in April? Because I know that you were meeting online, but um, you can send me if you like. You can tell me here, or you can send me a message on Facebook. Oh, you hadn't seen her yet. Okay. Well, Phil, we are going to Ukraine in July, July 14th to July 24th. So keep it in mind. And thank you again. I appreciate you paying back. I remember we had some conversations. I appreciate you coming back to the videos. Aren't you? Weren't you going to go in April to see her? So, guys, I just want to say the last thing. Yes, you know, Ukrainian women aren't attracted to the environment of let's put our man down, let's make fun of him, let's make him look weak. This is so ridiculous, and we want our man to be strong. We're not competing with him. If anything, we are proud of him. We are proud of him that he is this way. His mental strength, his physical strength, his emotional support, everything matters. And I absolutely hate it. I usually put women right back when they start to tell terrible things about men. I can't stand it. You know, guys, I have to tell you, life would suck without you. Seriously. Don't buy into that. We need a man, and uh, I don't believe in the, you know, I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in this whole lesbian movement. It's such a BS compared to a real connection, human connection, great sex, great intimacy, you know, just experience things with the opposite gender like the gods created. There is nothing like that, okay? There is nothing like that. Some people off, that's their life, that's the way they were created, but for the majority of us, we are blessed to have it. And there is nothing like that. I'm telling this to you. So we love men and we want men to be men. We are not competing with you guys. Yeah. Well, because Simon asking again, why do you think that Ukrainian culture has made more feminine women than Western women? Well, Western women were feminine 50 years ago. I think that initially the feminism was needed just for women get their rights and you know being able to vote, being able to you know all these things. They're not bad, but then it went all the way there. And honestly, I think that being lazy, that's part of the you know our women, you know these women that making careers in Ukraine, they still doing their nails, you know they want to look beautiful, they want to be feminine, they want to um enjoy the contrast of energies, the female and male. So and I think in US um the in Western countries the feminism took over. You know, sometimes you try to do the right thing but then it goes overboard, and I think it really went too much over. And basically um it's kind of taking an ugly form right now. Mohammed, you are annoying AF. Yeah, so I don't think that necessarily feminism was a bad idea, but as it started grow and overgrowing the normal, it's kind of make the ugly trick, and it's kind of took the femininity away. And honestly, guys, femininity is our power. Femininity is our power. You know, women think that if they, American women think that if they will act like men, they can win. But as a Ukrainian woman, I know that when I act as a woman, I win. And I don't need to fight. Things just given to me because things just flow. You know, things just flow to you. You don't have to fight for them. Like, man wants to give it to you. He wants to bring it to you. He wants to do it for you. You don't need to fight. So you do not need to fight, and it's not a competition. It's empowering each other. It's a synergy. It's a connection. It's an exchange. It's feminine and masculine together. And you know, men have feminine energy too, and women have masculine energy too. But what happens with American women, they really step so much into masculine that they forget about feminine and how powerful feminine energy is. Um, Guys, I've been into situations where I don't think I could get out alive out if I would not be feminine and charming. I've been in a situation when I lost my documents when I was in Turkey. I've been in a situation when the cop broke uh, the seal on a special like chest drawer to give me my documents. I've been in a situation when unknown men that I'd never talked to protected me from danger, and that I consider as a feminine power. So we have that power. Um, I met many amazing men in my life, men that are, you know, were my little heroes for the moment. So I absolutely love men. I love masculine power. And I love real women. I love real women. I love their wisdom. I love their feminine energy. And I only hang around women that are wise, that are driven, that are beautiful and inspiring. I do not hang with miserable ones. So let me see some stuff. What you guys writing? Glenn is saying respect is a two-way street. If you treat females like Harvey Weinstein does, they don't expect to be respected and valued by them. Glenn. Oh my gosh, guys. I think I'm gonna stop right now because just a minute. Um yeah, you know, there are many things, guys, that contribute to this, but you know what? We are responsible to make this world more beautiful. I don't want to make this a complete rant, you know? Let's see. Ebru Films is saying, my advice is all Ukrainians are different. You just go to Ukraine if you're from America or UK and you get a good job and education and you will get women. Well, there is truth to that for sure. Okay. Feminine is soft and caring. Very true. Um, Veronica, I like how you can curse in modern. Yes, I do. I don't do it very often but sometimes there is no other way. All right. Guys, let's not to give attention to people who are not sure what they're doing here. Any last minute comments, guys? Because it's fun with you. Man, time flies when I'm here. Last minute comments, last minute anything. Comments, questions, guys. Thank you so much for making it a great um life for me. I appreciate you so much. You're welcome. And for my um for all of my followers, guys, so what I had decided so guys, what I had decided is this: on Facebook Live, I'm gonna make a shorter video, maybe like 3, 5, maybe 10 minutes. um and for YouTube, at least once a week, I will try to make a show. I plan to do a show last Friday, but I was as sick as a dog. Like, I barely could get home, I couldn't even drive. So my thing to make it maybe Friday night sometimes, because I don't drink. I don't go to. I like to go out sometimes and have a good time, but I don't drink, so I don't come back, you know, drunk. So let's see. Kizzy saying, always love being here, sharing good thoughts, and look at that pretty face. Thank you, Kizzy. Um, George, congratulations for K1 visa. Excellent. Simon is saying, thank you again. Your videos have made a major impact on my life. Wow, thank you. Wow. And you're welcome, Mark. Guys, you know what? I want to tell you something. I realized in these days, um, when I was sick, I couldn't make a video. Not just, uh, not a regular. I was going to record my regular videos and make some live, and I was working on a whole bunch of things. And I felt in my heart how much I love what I do. Like, it was so, I didn't care that I feel so bad, in terms that I wasn't feeling the sorry for that. I just want that to be over so I can get to my work. And I just feel so blessed that I love doing something so much that, like, if that if I could, I would be, um I would be doing lives even when I'm like half like with a fever and so forth, you know? So I just realized how much I can't wait. Oh my god, my iPad. Stop. So I was trying to say that I absolutely love being here, love making videos, and truly love what I do. It felt like a century. Like 5 days felt like a century. I had plenty of other things to do. In fact, I needed to focus because I have another business and I'm doing some sales and making pictures and, you know, getting ready for the trip, organizing the house, but that part, guys, you know what? The good things always come in the dark. When you not feel well and you cannot do something, this is when you feel how much do you really love doing that? Do you feel happy and do you feel relieved? Oh, I don't need to go to work. Or do you feel like, damn, I would do anything to be able to connect with my people and do my thing? So So, guys, thank you so much. Uh, I'm rambling a little bit because I'm tired, but I know you got my message. I absolutely love being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the first 6,000 subscribers, and I'm soon to hit first million views here on YouTube. So when you subscribe into my channel, you show your love, you show your appreciation. It means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you so very much. Yes, I'm rambling like my head is switching off. I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. Um, Paul is saying, yes, you have positive impact on all of our lives. We are not here if it wasn't for your positive effect on all of us. Mwah. From Michigan with love, guys. Thank you. The more I do it, the more I love it. And all of you are wonderful. My deepest appreciation to those of you who once again shares my videos, comments, share with friends, and supports me, of course. I mean, I just like all kinds of supports. I appreciate it. And my best tip ever is when I get a feedback that things I talked about or insights I point out had made a difference. So that's one of those things that really get me up in the morning. I want to show you. Somebody asked me about the picture. That's a picture. That's like Italian. Guys, have a wonderful beginning of the week. Um, I will tell you, I will let you know when I'm gonna have another live show. Probably in the maybe in the middle or maybe in the end of like next weekend sometime. We'll see. No promises yet. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all of your support.